The first topic that we got on the dock is the government shutdown. Like, I've been doing a lot of research about it. Um, so please don't be coming here looking for my expertise or his expertise on this shit, because it just happened a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So apparently, from what I'm reading, they're blaming the Democrats for the shutdown, but it's crazy because the Republicans have the whole entire House. So it's like, how did the Democrats do the shutdown when the Republicans have the whole entire House? Um, so it's crazy. It's been a lot of interviews from Donald Trump, his team, denying a lot of stuff, and people, them saying that, a lot of people aren't gonna get paid. This is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. So if you didn't get paid, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That's very, very unfortunate. Yeah, but it's, my heart goes out to anybody, suffering from, the government shutdown.
And if for people who don't know, who is impacted during like a government shutdown like this?
Mm. Um, I was trying to do some research on it, and I couldn't really pinpoint who was really uh, impacted by it, because they kept saying essential workers. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Were you working during COVID?
I actually got laid off during COVID, but it was because I was working at a restaurant at the time.
Okay.
I know that it's federal workers and it's layoffs, right? So they're gonna start letting people go that work in the government.
Yeah. So like, cause I was working during COVID because I was an essential worker, so I had to drive around with this couple pieces of paper in case I got pulled over,
Right.
on my way to work and back from work. But yeah, if you are one of those people who coming across this podcast or coming across this particular part, my heart goes out to you, because I don't want nobody to lose their job. Something that they prayed for, something that they went to school for, something that they been up all night just praying that they get the interview, or praying that the background check goes through, and then they finally got it. Been working 2-3 years or 10, 15 years, and then all of a sudden they get an email or a call, hey, we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that, and the people that just seeing from that ripple effect, the people who also get affected by this government shutdown, it sounds like more of like a vacation for the people in office, but who really get affected are the people that are receiving assistance from the government, people that are going through certain programs. When there's layoffs, when there's people not going to work, it's these clerical people, it's data entry, it's janitorial, it's everything, right, from top to bottom, and that makes a lot of the processes slower. So if you're I don't know, let's say like receiving unemployment or just government based programs, things that's funding for federal maybe parts of the United States, and like education, and it spreads so far. I honestly didn't. I'm like, just like we said before, like I'm not a politician. Like I'm not too into politics like that. But obviously we're all in the world. So when you come across major events like this, you want to take the time to research and see what's going on.
And like that's why we made this pod. It's not just to talk about hip hop, not to talk about who's beefing,
right,
who dropped what. We want to, inform you guys, and obviously including ourselves, of what's going on around the world. Even though, we don't have the answers, or like, or hey, this is from document such and such, this is why they did the shutdown. Like, we want to inform you guys of who's under a rock, what I mean, who's in their own bubble, who's only, who got kids, who don't got kids, but they're working 2 jobs and they don't know what's going on until they get on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, And then they're like, what? We're in a shutdown.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You know what I mean?
And they don't realize how much it actually affects them.
Yeah.
Until it actually affects them. And then
Mm-hmm.
you might be getting laid off or something's delayed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're asking all these questions and it comes back 3 months later. Oh, yeah, the government shut down.
Yep.
You know, this is just kind of part of the process. It sucks.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know exactly what the reason they shut down the government was.
Yeah.
But I remember they did a government shutdown last time Trump was in office, right?
Yeah. And I think, again, like I did my research, but, you know, I don't know what's true and not true, but I heard the shutdown was for like Medicaid or something.
Obamacare? I think I read something about them being at odds due to like something with Obamacare.
To release some funds or, you know, for something like, I wish we had the direct, you know, articles, you know, so we can read it to you guys. But
I got one right here.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it says the federal government shut down at midnight after a deadlocked Congress failed to reach a deal on funding. Republicans and Democrats are at odds over enhanced Obamacare subsidies. So the money, right? Funding for a program like Obamacare.
My thing is, what are y'all at odds for? People need that. People need to be insured when they go to the doctor. Okay, your copay is $20, $50. Like, what is the issue? You know what I mean? Like, that's my thing. Like, bro, all we want is healthcare, affordable rent, and affordable groceries. Like, we are not asking, you know, for, hey, I want all citizens to get $1 million.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we just want everything to be back to normal and affordable. You know what I mean? And
I know that there's some folks, you know, they look at it in a different way. I look at it like it's the outrage for something like Obamacare, right?
Yeah.
And if you guys have more information on it, put it in the comments.
Please.
Let's have a convo.
Please.
But it's like a psychological warfare type thing to me, right? It's like still everybody deserves a right to health care.
For sure.
There's a lot of people out there that can't afford health care. Or maybe they're younger and they don't necessarily need to pay for this super elaborate healthcare program, right? Maybe they're just getting by. Maybe there's someone in their mid-20s just trying to get by, or even younger, right?
Yeah.
But we all pay and choose, like especially if you want healthcare. If you don't have it, like you're kind of you're fucked when something does happen.
Yeah. Because you got to come out of pocket, and it's not $50.
This shit is not cheap.
It is not
like,
$50.
Recently, I had like twisted my leg, and I went to go get it checked because I was like, I don't know if I like tore something, broke something, whatever, right? So I got it's $150 for the doctors, and I have a certain plan, so I pay for it a certain way, but like they're like, oh, you're gonna pay for it, like, okay, here's what it is, and they say it's the copay, but I'm like, no, copay is different, right? Like copay, I pay this one payment every single time,
and that's it. No,
they're like, all right, for the doctor's visit, for him to just tell you what you need, it's $150 for the MRI.
God,
$475.
$475
for an MRI, right, to get the picture taken.
Oh no.
And then they don't even tell you what, they get the picture, but that's not a doctor's appointment. So then you got to go spend another $150 to meet with the doctor again for him to tell you whether or not.
Just to read you.
Yeah.
Just for y'all to sit in the room for 5 to 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you tore this. And bro, you couldn't call me on the phone. You know what I mean?
Like but that's what I wish they did. Hey, I was looking at it. I'll send you a picture of it right now. You see this little circle right here? This is where it's broken. All right, cool. Thank you so much.
And bro, and you speaking on that, my primary doctor that's been in our family for a long time, he works at Banner, Dr. Trong. So if y'all need to see somebody, Dr. Trong, right off there, Animal School in Chandler, bro. He's amazing. But they do FaceTime visit.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to spend that copay and you're like, okay, I just want to do a little FaceTime just to see, hey, my throat or my knee, it's doing this or whatever, you know what I mean? Just so you guys can have that conversation, and then when you go into your next appointment, he knows exactly what to look for instead of you wasting so much time
and money.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he knows, okay, she's coming in here for her knee, he's coming in for his back, and so on and so forth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It really fucks people over, especially the people that aren't as educated, because these aren't things that we're taught in school, and that's why I'm saying it's like a psychological warfare thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, people are outraged about people just having some sort of health care. It's not even like Obamacare is this super elaborate, it pays for everything. No.
Yeah.
It gets you basic help.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna get you a open heart surgery. It's not gonna get you brain surgery.
No.
It's not gonna get you chemo. No. It's not gonna get you none of that shit. It's gonna get you some
the basic.
Yeah, and it might not even be as, like, unfortunately in the society we live in, they might turn you to, you know, lesser qualified, you know, reputable doctors that might be just, you know, you've seen those movies where the doctors are doing like prescription schemes and shit
just to get, because when a doctor, from what I hear, a doctor, when they prescribe you something, that's a little bonus on top of, you know, that paycheck.
They're selling that drug for the pharmaceutical, you know, the TV commercials. If you're taking some Funfa, you know, you may experience but it's gonna help your arthritis. Like, bro, okay.
Yeah.
But those companies pay doctors to prescribe their medication to people. So that's why you also got to be careful what you take, and if you get those second opinions, and if you don't have health insurance, you don't have the opportunity to get second opinions or any, like, we're not doctors.
No, please don't look at us as, because we don't have all the facts. Like, we're just reading articles, we're trying to inform y'all so y'all can do y'all own research like we do our own research. And if there are some doctors or RNs or whoever who's watching this, drop it in the comments to let everybody else know. No, you need to do this, or you need to do that, or go to this website, you know, it's cheaper, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
100%. And so for right now, it's federal workers, the layoffs are imminent. And how long will it last? The senators are leaving town on Friday, or leaving town until Friday, meaning that the government will be shut down at least until then, and through likely a little bit longer. So time since shutdown has been 3 days, 19 hours, and 54 minutes.
Yes. So please save your money, stay out the way, and, you know, just keep thriving and doing what you're doing.
Yep.